I'm here with Simon Wright. Talk to him about spring soccer. What has been your best experience in soccer?
When we came in third place.
Well, why is this time a favorite?
It was the first time we ever came in third.
How do you compare yourself to other players in the league?
Equal.
Why do you feel this way?
Because everyone would like to have a chance at soccer, and I don't like to take it away from them.
What other sport besides soccer do you think you're good at?
Not really any of them.
Why do you feel that way?
It's just that I haven't really tried them out, and I don't really play them.
What position on the field is your favorite?
Goalkeeping.
Why?
Because it's the only position I really know how to play.
Do you plan to keep soccer as only a hobby or train your talents to their fullest for this sport?
I'd like to train for my fullest.
Do you have any certain goal you hope to reach?
I'd like to try to make it to the professional.
Thank you, Simon. This has been Ben Walker for MCS Sports.
Sunday, April 29th, the March of Dimes Walkathon against birth defects took place. The starting points were held in different places. Some of these places were Galveston, Rice University, and the University of Houston at Clear Lake campuses. Many people walked along the course. There were rest stops where you could rest your feet and get drinks. Altogether, the course was 35 kilometers or 22 miles. At the end of the walk, there were refreshments for those who walked the whole thing. Those who turned in a certain amount of money will get a prize. That's what with sports. Now with more news, Angie Morgan. Angie?
Thank you, Trisha. Next up, we'll find out what's on the menu for the rest of the week.
Buy a Mustang pen for 50 cents at Miss Gibson's class. Hurry before the year is over.
Hey, Gertrude, just got back from the cafeteria at the junior high. Did you know they were playing Friendswood Update? It's totally radical. They know everything that's going on in that school. Best show I've ever seen. All the people there are working hard to bring you the news. You know what I mean, Gertie? You know what I mean? Hey, come on, Louie! Gertie, come on, Gertie, come on!
On the menu for the rest of the week, Friday we'll be having super crunchy fish fillet, green cheese stick, green salad, buttered potatoes, hot rolls, and milk. Monday we'll be having chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes with gravy, green salad, hot rolls, and milk. Tuesday we'll be having sausage pizza, carrot celery sticks, Mexican corn, pineapple applesauce, and milk. Wednesday we'll be having baked chicken, potato salad, jello with fruit, garlic bread, and milk. If you need something fun and productive to do over the summer, Diana Daly has an idea. Cardboard weaving is it.
Cardboard weaving is an inexpensive way to weave. All you need is yarn, scissors, and a piece of cardboard. First, you cut even notches on two sides of the cardboard. They should be about ½ an inch apart. Then you wrap a piece of yarn around and around the cardboard. Last, you start weaving under, over, under, over. You keep on doing this until you have gone as far as you want to. When you are through, make a cut on the strings on the back of the board.
White House in 1984.
You can make little bags,
quite a name for himself
coasters,
in the United States.
placemats, door hangers, and many other things.
Had quite a run.
This has been Diana Daly, MCS News.
Each week we ask a question of the student body at FJH to find out your opinion on what's happening around the school or around the world. This week we asked the students, what repairs do you think need to be made over the summer?
I think the air conditioner in the old building needs to be repaired because it's too hot.
I think that the old building should be repaired, all the holes in the walls and everything.
I think there ought to be bigger lockers and the old building needs work.
The lockers need to be bigger, and the old building needs to be done again because it kind of smells, and it just needs to be done over again.
The boys' gym needs a water fountain.
Well, I think it could be a little better, but I don't really notice it that much.
I think the school is in pretty bad condition, and they need to get new carpet and replace some of the stuff in the old building.
I think it's terrible and it could be better.
This week on Another Look, we are going back to our 16th program on February 24th.
Donald worked as a morning news anchor on Channel 2. He recently won an award as one of the best feature reporters in the state of Texas. During the television production class's visit to Channel 2, Heather Hearn had a chance to talk with Mr. Rourke about his job at Channel 2. Heather filed this report.
What type of schooling did you have to become a professional newscaster?
I went to Indiana and majored for 4 years in radio and TV, and I also studied art history and worked at the radio station there.
Did you decide at an early age to become a news announcer?
It just seemed to me that we were always sitting at the dinner table, and the news would be on in the background. It wasn't required or anything. It's not like I had strict parents, and I had to watch the news and see what's important happening in the world. But as I remember, the news was always on in the next room, and I was really fascinated by these reports that were, coming in from all over the world. And I never really seriously considered doing anything else.
Do you enjoy your career and recommend it to others?
Yes, and I don't know. I enjoy it most of the time. There are hassles in this job, just like anything else. You don't always feel appreciated, and the glamour of being on television wears off, and it should wear off after 6 months or so. And I've been doing this for 8 years. As far as recommending it to others, my mom, I remember, who's never given me much advice, she made one word of caution to me that I remember, and that is, if you go into a journalism career, you're probably not going to earn very much money. And she was more right than she realizes, because besides the professional satisfaction, which you can have on any level, a lot of people think in terms of the money. I mean, they see Tom Brokaw making $17 million in his 5-year contract, and people think that that's pretty much the norm, or what Dan Rather makes, or Peter Jennings, or some of the high dollar correspondents. But that's not the reality. The reality in this business is making $125 a week in Youngstown, Ohio, or in Lubbock, Texas.
What advice would you give to students who want to be a news announcer? Read a lot. Read the newspapers. Read Time magazine and Newsweek magazine, and become very familiar with the English language. This has been Heather Hearn at Channel 2 for MCS News.
Now let's go to the newsroom to find out what's coming up on next week's edition of Friendswood Update. Joel?
Thank you, Angie. I'll be here next Thursday with Gretchen Mosel and Sonia Chopra. We'll find out about stamp collecting, talk to some students in the choir, find out about doll collecting, and we'll see a skit from Mrs. Roach's class. That's next Thursday at 4:45, right here on Channel 22. Angie?
Thank you, Joel. That's our program for today. Please join us next Thursday at 4:45 when Friendswood Update continues.